Today I am 44 years old. I'm on stage since nearly 30 years, and I have the feeling every day that I'm still discovering so many things. And what I love with the music is to learn. I think life is so beautiful. There's so many things we are learning, we are exploring, we're sharing. Then, you know, every day is another day with what we experience on stage with the pieces. And as well, I think it's a quest as a musician which is never ending. I think a life, I'm quite sure a life will not be enough to learn everything we can. And this is incredible. We need more than ever classical music. More than ever, we need the music to communicate those emotions. We need to feel them and we need to connect. I think we are in a world which is more and more individualistic, and we need to be together. If we're not together, then we will not make it. And I think music is the best ambassador for peace between the humans, between our countries. Music has no religion, no skin color. It's the best language, I think, to be together. So it's a real privilege to be able to be a musician. And I think we could all notice how much in our lives we need the experience of this being alive and experience it together. In music, the message we want to give is the message of the composer. We are just interprets. We are there to serve the music. We are like actors, but once again of what we feel, what we perceive, what we think, because neither Saint-Saëns, Mozart, Bach, Brahms are here anymore. So it's also a huge world of fantasy and of dream and of imagination, and once again coming closer to our own vision of this language. This is what is absolutely fascinating with music, is that every time you play is of course a new constellation. It's like a wine, it's like cooking, it can just never be the same, even if it's the same recipe. And even the recipe changes every time. So it is so fulfilling, so much again to learn and to explore. Now I'm very happy to be for the first time in the season of Enescu Philharmonic Orchestra. This is really great for me to be in a different set, to come back to Bucharest, where I've been many times and I love to come here. I know the orchestra, I know the conductor. I played many times this piece, but it's a total new story. Every audience is different. Every country, of course, has its own history, its own background, its own relationship to music and to classical music. Romania is very close to classical music. There is something very special in Romanian audience. And then it's also very interesting how we on stage perceive this energy of the whole, the acoustic of the whole, the history of the whole. And of course, when you put all of that together and when it's matching, then it's pure magic to experience the emotions of the music. This is why we do the music. And this, once again, this is what also connects us, because you can see in this light, in this grace moment, whatever you want. If you're religious or not, whatever God you believe in or don't believe in, but there is something which is far beyond us and which connects us. When you experience it, when you feel it, when you are in this state of grace, this is of course a pure gift.
If the world were to pause now and truly listen together to one single piece of music, what would you choose and why?
A very hard question. Bach is probably the most close to the core of the heart. There is something, of course, divine in it, something mystical, and the language is as well as simple as it's complex. And I think this is what I would choose. Today, I think once again in the world we live on, the emotions connecting together, and what we experience in a concert hall is absolutely unique. It's probably one of the most beautiful ways to connect. Everything is a question of balance. Life is a question of balance. And every day you try more and more to go towards this ideal balance that you wish, you hope, you pray to reach one day. We will see at the end of our own life if we reached it, or at least come closer and closer every day. And I think this is a great, a beautiful challenge to always try to be better. But what means being better? That's a big question.